The final game of the day was a marquee matchup between the Marietta and Belpre boys. Beginning the game as Zayden Whittakin is flying down the court, and he hits sharpshooter Braden Jones in the corner, and it's good. Another possession for the Tigers as Junior Bass will tee it up for Jones, and he knocks it down 6-2 Marietta. Whittakin now on the drive, and the southpaw gets it to go off the glass. Tigers up big early. Later in the first, as Whittakin gets it to Bass, who makes the quick touch pass to Trey Hawkins for the easy layup. Belpre needs a timeout now. Here's Malik Curry firing inside to Hayden Tabler, and he makes a tough finish. Belpre down by 8. Chris Copen at the top of the key, coming off a screen pass, passing to Isaiah Spencer, who hits the high arcing three right at the buzzer. Tabler can't hit the runner in the paint, but the ball gets knocked around. It's Spencer who comes up with it, and he drops it in here. However, Marietta goes on to win 59-22 and gets to 6-0 on